My name is Chuck Bennett, and I weighed 317 pounds before the lap band, and right now I'm sitting at about 212 pounds. You know, I think a lot of people at the support group, they mean well, and sometimes it turns to what I can eat, and that seems to me like what they was eating before. But the restriction process of the amount that you can eat and how often you can eat, I think it was pretty dead on. I think for the most part, sustaining your hunger is what I've gotten from the groups, and eating the more condensed proteins to keep your belly fuller. I found that's how I've remained successful, and that's what I try to give back to the groups. It's something that I learned from the support group. The main thing I get out of it is camaraderie. I mean, I can see people that I see at the group every time. I see them making changes. I see them, with their struggles. I see them with their successes. And I'm a big person. I'm visual. And so when I see somebody going through something, or I see somebody succeed, it only inspires me. It only motivates me. It only causes me to want to, share my own stories, my own experiences. And that, to me alone, has been a major staple in how I do it. Just only one time a month, but for that hour, you can really catch up, and you can really go, I'm not unique. I'm not, I'm not the only person that's going through this. I'm not the only one that, if I do something wrong, that's the end of the world. That it's been the best experience. It's been a very positive experience for me to go to those groups. Generally, I've got 2 or 3 people, I think, that I started with. They go to the group that I'm now friends with outside of the group, and yeah, they're doing very well, and I attribute that to my own success. I think there's people that struggle that you wish that could get it, and then there's people that you're like, oh man, I've got to step it up. I've got to, I got to be on point with this, because they're doing really well, and it's very inspiring. I had a lot of people that's banded, like exercise has not worked for them, diets have not worked for them, meeting once in a while, people don't necessarily want to get out in groups of people about the support group, but I've had such a positive experience with all 3 now, that I've been banded and that I've been empowered. I seek different avenues, like with the Body Bug. It helps me count my calories. It shows me my activity level throughout the day. Not any one thing specifically I think people should get themselves locked into. I think they should educate themselves. I think that they should empower themselves, and I think that they should try something new. And certainly the lap band for me has unlocked that door for me. I just be open-minded. Be ready to receive help from unknown places, and you'll succeed. I think you'll succeed. Guys at the Independence office, with it, when you was talking about the support group, Adam and Carl and Heidi, those folks have been real key, because not only during the group, but on not a group day, if I'm eating something, or I feel like I'm eating too much or not enough, or something's getting hindering me from eating so much, I can call them and go, is this normal? Is this the way it's supposed to be? And they're like, oh yeah, and they've just been hands down. I've called with an issue, not even been an appointment, and Carl's called me and the next day and said, how you feeling? Is there anything that we can do to help you? And that is so inspiring. That is so encouraging to me. And I'm like, what? These people really have a heart for what they're doing. They really care. And I want that. Transitioning back to my wife's question, I want that for my wife. I want to be the person, or to lead her to people who can inspire her, that can instruct her, and know that she's receiving the same quality of care that I am. And that's what about Adam, what he's talking. When I have a question, I know that he's been there. And so when I do that, I can say, I have a wealth of knowledge now because of Adam and because of Carl. It's been useful because you got a first person perspective. This is my experience. This is not only where I work at, but this is what I do. This is what I believe in. It has a lot of merit. It carries a lot of weight. with Carl's instructive, he's constructive, and you know that he is. If he says, all right, I need you to go over this mountain, you know that he's got the backpack on. You know that he's got the gear on, and he's right there with you. He's on the mat with you. And he's going to encourage you. He's going to sweat it out with you. He's going to go that extra mile. And this is what I've seen with Carl. These are two great resources, along with my natural instinct is to inspire other people, to encourage other people. And so I can take lead from these guys and then know that the information that I'm getting is quality information that I can pass along, stuff that I can stand on.